boxing fans over here with Jamal, Abdullah. Coach, is a big challenge right now in your corner with your fighter. How are you guys gonna prepare in order to face Caleb?
Well, it's nothing but another fight. The way we look at it, it's nothing but another fight. We don't make it nothing bigger than what it is. You know, we see the work that he does. We're familiar with the work that he does, and the thing is, he's not familiar with the work that we do. You know, and I think, you know, Mike Lee is a heavier fighter, a heavier puncher, in other words, and I think it's going to be more on our side than it would be on his side. We don't have much to lose, which he says we don't have much to lose, which we don't. We don't have much to lose, but it's just that what we want to gain.
That's something that it's a great fight when it comes to two different styles, two different, you know, backgrounds that, you know, eventually I respect both fighters, whatever they are, their adversities, because, I mean, one guy says that he faced, you know, trials in his life and all that, you know, I think we are human beings and as he mentioned, you know, from your corner, your fighter says that I don't like to talk trash because at the end of the day, we have to respect the sport inside the ring and outside the ring. When it comes to trainers, boxers, we see right now this particular incident that happened in Triple G, Abel Sanchez.
Right.
How you guys work as a team partners when it comes to boxer and trainer?
Well, it's belief. You have to believe. You have to believe in your trainer. You have to believe in your fighter. It goes both ways. And the thing is, you can't let the money divide you. You know, and that's something that I have with the fighters that I've worked with, the fighters that I train. I don't let the money interfere with what we do. You know, when we hit the gym, we hit the gym. We don't talk about plans of what we're going to do with money. We don't talk about how much money. We don't talk about those things. We just concentrate on boxing. And I think one of the major problems with fighters, trainers, management, promoters, is money. You know, I think it should start off, take the person for what the person is first. Deal with the person for what the person is. You know, don't start counting up money that's not even there yet. You know, and that's my whole thing. My thing is, I love what I do. The fighters come in that evidently they love what they do. Some fighters, when they make money, they change. They're not the same. You know, some promoters, they change. I mean, it's just people. When it comes to making money, it's hard to meet people that takes making money just as the same as not having it. You know, because it's not, to me, it's a beautiful thing to have, of course. Of course it's a beautiful thing to have, but it's not life.
Exactly. So in your behalf, you're saying that it's more important to be a loyal whether you have a money or whether you don't. That's I mean, right. Of course, if you gain and you could contribute to help, you know, your coach or your team, you know, it's excellent. But at the end of the day, you mentioned it, money is not everything.
It's not, and it's not. Sometimes, you know, the pride of what you do, you know, it's like some people take pride in just the work. You know, just the work they take pride in. That to them is rich. It's rich to them. You know, and then you got others out here that all they come for is the richness. So once they get it, they change. The game of training and boxing and conditioning starts to change. You know? Like you take people like as Muhammad Ali, he loved boxing.
Yeah.
It wasn't all the money that was about him. It was about, he loved the sport. He loved the attention he got. It showed that he had a purpose. And it wasn't the purpose that he saw for money. It was the purpose.
The purpose that he loved the sport.
Because he loved the sport.
That's something that I always sometimes mentioning, because I said back in the days there wasn't that much money that boxers used to make. Now these are the era where, you know, we eventually see more money, where more income. But back in the days, used to be like fighters fight in their prime. You are one of the number one rank in whatever, you know, division it is. Let's say heavyweight fights the other heavyweight, and it will be something that they wouldn't look at the money. They would look, okay, you say that you are number one, I'm the number one. Let's see let's see who's gonna be
Yes.
the best or the
That's
winner
right.
on this.
That's right.
As
Between the fighters, it was who's the best. Between the fighters, it was who's the best. Today, you got more happening with the promoters than you got the fighters. You think back in the day, you didn't even hear about promoters' names. Okay, who woke that up? Don King. He woke that up. Now you hear more about the promoters than you hear about the fighters.
I totally agree with you. Your message is kind of similar, like this fighter, Timothy Bradley. Timothy Bradley spoke in my interview. He says, the times that we live in now, people focus more on the money. Okay, money is good. I understand that they're jeopardizing their lives in the ring, but they don't better than me. Let's just call me directly and they says, you want to fight me, I want to fight you. And I'm not saying, I mean, of course they have to do the promoters and everything, but I think the main people over here important in order to make that fight is the fighter. So that's what Timothy Bradley, spoke on my interviews, and I was like, oh, it's a strong message for, everybody, because